Hello everyone, Chocolo here for another video review. This time we have Cadbury's Freddo face cakes. Yeah, so massive, well, box. Not sure what you'd say. So basically, yeah, for a long time, Cadbury, I don't know how long really, I've had this sort of like brand, this Freddo mascot, or well, not mascot, but Freddo branded chocolate, like small things usually, probably most likely aimed at kids, as you'd imagine. I think most chocolate probably is aimed at kids really, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and it's basically like a little tab of chocolate. So it used to be called, I don't know if they still are, Tazzies as well, used to be. Was that the Tasmanian Devil? I'm not sure. Yeah, Tazzies I think they were called. Anyway, that's what they were called when I was younger. I don't know if they're still around, and maybe this is what's replaced them, the Freddo ones. And basically they've done these face cakes, and yeah, so quite intrigued by them. Basically they're sort of like, what does it say they are really? Soft cakes with a cocoa flavoured filling and milk chocolate chips, 6%. And the cocoa flavoured filling is 30%. Yeah, so soft cake with a cocoa flavoured filling, 30%, and milk chocolate chips, 6%. Yeah, so there we go. So one, I thought it was, I thought it had like a chocolate stain on it there, as you can see. There, I don't know if you can see that. It's like it says one cake, but I thought it was like a chocolate drop had some chocolate had melted on it or something. I've got chocolate everywhere at the moment. Yeah, so basically one cake is 30 grams. It's 126 calories. 5.7 grams of fats, 1.4 which are saturates. So there we go. Yeah, you've got the Mondelez International thing, suitable for vegetarians, it says. So there you go. Yeah, it does come across as a bit of a Mondelez thing, this, but I mean, I don't know, I don't think they have Freddo in milk or anything like that, but you can't see on the camera whether you can see Mondelez written on there in big writing, but Mondelez basically own Cadbury. So most of Cadbury isn't really Cadbury anymore, not the one we know anyway. I think dairy milk and obviously things like that and the traditional stuff, but anything, all these Oreo things and even Dime and stuff like that, they're all kind of generally Milka rebrands, but with Cadbury dairy milk chocolate, so. Okay, so clearly there's lots of different faces in here on top of it. So he says, which faces will you find? So obviously aimed at kids and stuff, and there's 6 of them in here. Yeah, there we go. So it comes in a plastic tray. I can feel the tray. So clearly they're going to be a lot less in here than you'd think. But there we go. It does say there's 6 of them on the pack there. So there we go. So they look a bit like yo-yos, and in fact it's sort of half, yeah, well it actually does have a yo-yo on it, doesn't it? Yeah. So there you go, and he has the chocolate coming off, so yeah, I don't think you can really use them as yo-yos, of course. We've got some trouble anyway. Yes, it's a soft cakes with a delicious choc chip filling. So interesting, actually, interesting. So you might mistake it just for having like a sort of like a bourbon type creamy filling. But it's actually got choc chip filling, so presumably around cream as well. Yeah, with a cocoa flavoured filling and milk chocolate chips. So very interesting actually. I'm excited about this one. Store in a dry place, protect from heat. It doesn't say cool dry place often anymore. It does say store in a dry place, protect from heat, it says so. So quite nice packaging. I don't think it's got the Queen symbol on here that I can see. Of course kids probably aren't interested in that, so but maybe that's the difference. Maybe the Cadbury UK stuff, or the proper Cadbury stuff that we normally associate, not all these Mondelez new stuff, doesn't have the Queen symbol on maybe, so could be something in that, I don't know. Right, okay. What I am interested in is this sort of reseal thing here. I think this looks very interesting actually, so okay, yeah, I think we should give it an open on that note, so let's do it. Let's give it an open. Okay, so let's give this an open then, but before I do, I forgot to say that I've done about 600 videos now, maybe even more. So if you like this review and obviously want to see more, I think in one of the corners, I think in this top left one, well, yeah, anyway, wherever, one of the corners, left as I look at it, it will have a link to all my other reviews at this point, so you just click on that if you like this one when you're finished, and yeah, and subscribe as well if you like my channel also, of course. Okay, so we're going to open this, so I think, yeah, pull this tab, pretty, yeah, it looks like a tissue box, doesn't it, actually, when you think about it. It's that kind of, it's interesting. I don't know why they've done it this way than the way they would normally do it, in like a sort of open from the side affair, but okay, right, quite interesting. Look at that, it's a nice foil on the side as well. So I think this is a very nice way of opening it actually, and clearly, there's a lovely smell coming from it. A very nice cakey, cocoa-y smell. It's a lovely smell. Lovely smell, and I quite like this sort of foilness going. There's something special going on really, and I quite like this opening. I mean, it's actually really good packaging, and obviously it reseals as well very easily. It's sticky on this side, so it reseals, more or less perfectly. Look at that. I think this is resealing and packaging done pretty well actually. I'm very impressed with this. Clearly not intended to be eaten at once, for such good resealability. And of course, you see these like two little tabs there. They sort of, I think they're what really sort of sticks it in. You can see there's two tabs, corresponding tabs there. But that's really nice. Obviously, you know, the tray in here is not going to be as big as the packaging, and I could talk about that. But I think, to be honest with you, I think it looks pretty good. It's like a biscuit selection packaging. Not partitioned quite well. I think it's acceptable. I think it looks nice. There's no pretense, you know what I mean. I don't know. I think it's. I don't mind that. There's minimal gaps between them. Probably a bit of gappage at the side. Obviously, it's hard to tell because of the way it's wrapped. But I'm happy with this. I think this is really nice packaging. I think it looks really good. I'm really impressed actually. It's probably some of the best packaging I've seen. And of course, it doesn't need to be this wide. I can imagine. But you know, I think it's acceptable. It doesn't seem to be overly exaggerated. You know. Yeah, I can't really complain at this. You know, I can't really complain at this. Brilliant. Yeah, so let's take one out. So they're all roughly uniform. So I'm not going to measure them against each other. But so we've got some Freddo faces here. We've got like a sort of kissy one here. Obviously, they're a bit difficult to make out, aren't they? They're not as obvious as they were on the packaging. I would say that's a bit of a disappointment. You know, so because of the packaging, I can turn it upside down again. So yeah, so I don't know which one we've got here. We've got like a kissy one. Yeah, so it's the bottom one there. I don't know if you can see, you can compare them there. But I mean, you can clearly see the face on the one it's meant to be here. I think it is there. Whereas this one, it's okay. I think it possibly could be slightly better done than they are doing, but they're okay. They're good enough. Yeah, so there we go. So it's quite nice, and I think you can see quite well packed as well. Let's give it a measure. So they're quite big. They're big, these things. They're not small at all. You know, so the width, well, the the diameter is 6.7 centimeters, and the height roughly is about 2 centimeters. Actually, maybe slightly higher in some places because it's slightly domed. Yeah, so there we go. So let's see. Can I peel the cake off? Comes off slightly. It's probably going to complain. Get near the centre. Yeah, it's like a disc of filling. Probably should just use my knife. I was hoping I could just peel it off. Yeah, basically at the centre it's starting to stick. So just encourage it with my knife. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so there we are. So yes. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, so as you can see there, so that's what we get. So there's relatively good covering. I mean, you can see, you know, there's a bit of cake there. So it's basically goes roughly edge to edge. I'm not disappointed with that. I think it's roughly edge to edge. I think they don't quite do edge to edge. Well, they could do edge to edge, but they don't quite because it'll leak out and things. And you know, I don't know. I think that's an acceptable covering in the middle. I think they're acceptable. I think they've done it in a way that isn't taking the mick. You know, it is. You know, enough in there. I think that's enough in there. Same with the packaging. You know, there's obviously some borders at the edge, but I think they've just done it just right. I think in what would be acceptable, and actually reasonable. So the chocolate's not quite uniform. It's thicker at one end than the other. You know, but I think it's probably so. There's a bit less on this side than another one. But again, I think it's just, you know. Yeah, they're not solid tops, these. So when it squishes into it, it's not gonna, you know, splodge it out in an equal way. I don't think so. It's probably acceptable. Interesting. So I'm quite yeah. I think these look really nice. It's, yeah, 1/2 centimetre height the chocolate thing at one end, and then the other probably talking about 3 millimeters, I think. There we go. So I'll look at another one. Yeah, so they're all kind of. You can see the you know, so it's still going strong, this covering as well. It's not like the usual ones where they don't reseal. This is really tight. You know, I can. You know, they're not falling out, these at all. It takes it takes just as much effort pretty much to open it again as it did the first time. Pretty much. Yeah, really good. Yeah, so again, this one. I don't spend too long dissecting these really. Yeah, so this one's probably a bit more evenly spread. you know, but maybe against flat in one side actually, having said that. So yeah, so it seems to sort of be a bit, the middle's a bit thicker at one end than the other really, but I think that's just the way it is. I think with the fact it's a soft thing on top of it, so it's not going to, can't press too hard, it'll squash the bun and stuff like this, so I think it's probably acceptable. Right, I'm excited about these ones actually. Smell nice, look nice. I think they've done a good job of these, so let's see what they taste like. Hopefully that's the main bit, so they've done that bit good as well. Okay, let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Okay, so right, got this Freddo face cakes. I'm going to give them a taste. So I've got another one out actually. And, yeah, I was talking about the faces being a bit hard to tell, and this one here, I can't even begin to imagine what that face is. So they've clearly, I don't know if it's just this one has not turned out very well, but the other side you got the kissy face again, just about. But this one, yeah, you just can't. I don't even know. It's just completely gone wrong, I think. So I don't know. Apologies for the loud noise there. It's the reseal. It's very, very loud. Yeah, so some of them are better. This one's got like a weird face. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's angry or not. I don't know. I'm not sure you should have angry ones in these, but it's got a happy face there and this weird, I don't know what's going on face, I guess. Okay, so yeah, the faces leave some things to be decided. Basically, this one's just completely not worked. I don't know, I'm dreading what it's representing if it has worked. Someone to Freddo, who knows? Hopefully he's alright. But not from looking at that anyway. Let's hope. Yeah, I don't know if you've played Frogger, the old game from 30 years ago. But anyway, right. So okay, let's let's give this a taste. So I'm going to taste the whole one. Not the one I dissected. I don't think. Even though it's perfectly fine. Okay, let's do it. It's a very soft cake. It is a cake. Very soft, and you can't really taste the cream in the middle. It's lost from the cake. There's too much cake. Too much cake, basically. Can't taste the chocolate at all. It's a nice soft cake, and the reason, yeah, the difference between cake and biscuit, by the way, is that legal in the UK at least, is that when you leave cake out, it goes hard and biscuits go soft. So that's the difference. We just had to find out because we wanted to stop. Jaffa Cakes wanted to stop paying tax on to prove that they weren't a biscuit because there was tax on biscuits, and that's how they proved it. Yeah, so basically, it needs to be like this. You need to take one half of the cake off, I reckon. That's better. I can taste the chocolate cream now. It's still quite subtle though. I'm not getting any indication of chocolate chips either. The cake is nice, but it's very bland, and there's too much of it, so it really does mask the very sort of weak chocolate cream centre. Could take the cake off, and then obviously if you're that way inclined, spread some Nutella or something like that. I think that would be perfect. If you took one half off. Yeah, that's the problem. In a perfect world, you'd split it up like this, put Nutella or something on that one, maybe even a bit on here actually. Because yeah, the chocolate's just a bit too weak, the chocolate cream, even though it looks quite thick. It's just so it just doesn't have a taste. I think there's some chocolate chips in there, but again, you can see something that looks a bit like, I don't know if you can see it on one side there. Just let's see, where's it down there? Looks slightly different than the rest of it, but it's still not much of a chocolate chip. It's just more of a, yeah, it's just a bit more solid than the rest of it basically. But that doesn't really make it a chocolate chip, as it's quite soft, as I say, almost like a spread. Yeah. Okay. Basically, it's nice, but there's too much cake. It only needs half. It just only needs half of it to have a cake top. It doesn't need the other half. Obviously, that would kind of go against all this yo-yo branding and stuff, but it just needs to. It just needs to be like that. And then even then, you still can't really. Even though it's quite thick. I mean, look how thick that is. That chocolate cream centre. But it's even despite that, there's hardly any taste to it. And there's definitely no chips in there, as I say. Sometimes you get the sense of something being slightly harder than the rest of it, but you really don't. So imagine chocolate chips in a bourbon cream centre, but where you can't really even taste the fact that there's any chocolate chips in there. That's basically what it is. Got so similar to the rest of the cream. Yeah. They're okay. I mean, I thought, basically the packaging is brilliant. Actually, I'm very impressed with the packaging. The resealability is perfect, and it reseals really well. It's some of the. I mean, I'm not really here to review packaging, but if I was, the packaging is 5 out of 5 for sure. It's just such a. It's such it's such brilliant packaging. To be honest with you, I'm so impressed with it. It's it's really holding together. And it's still very strong. Listen, I can't even. It still takes a bit of effort. Well, not a lot of effort, but a bit of effort to pull it apart. It's very. Normally the reseals on these things or anything that usually have one. They don't last. Well, they barely work the first time. But this one's brilliant, and the packaging is just really. I'm really impressed with that. So packaging 5 out of 5. But the actual they're just a bit disappointing. Well, the cake is nice and it smells nice, but I say it's nice. It's soft and it does what you'd expect. It provides that sort of layer of. It's like a medium or the way to hold the biscuit or the cake rather. And I could see kids using these as frisbees as well. You can see it, can't you? They take the top off and they throw these at people, other kids and stuff. That's what would happen. I'm tempted to do it myself actually, so imagine kids would definitely be up for it. So basically that's what you're going to do. So if you're a mum out there or a dad or whatever, and or if you're a parent, basically be very wary of the fact that your kids will be throwing these around. Although they do rip slightly at the top, it does. But the kids will find a way, won't they? So there's potential for that going on. But it just I think from a serious point of view, it just doesn't. It just doesn't really. It just doesn't really work. There's too much cake, and the centre just doesn't have a strong enough taste. And the chocolate chips are just almost undetectable, if not undetectable. They may as well not be there. So that's a real shame as well. So, it's just a bit. It's okay. It's a 3.5 out of 5, I think, basically. If you take the top off, throw it at your friends. Although if you're someone out there and you do that and get told off, don't blame me. So basically, if you do that and have it that way, it's a bit better. And then perhaps spread something on the top. Or just discard this part. You've got something that's a bit more detectable then with the chocolate cream, but it's just you shouldn't have to do that. And even then, the chocolate chips you can't taste them, so it's a shame really. I think it had all the, it had the shape and the size and the idea behind it, and it looked really good. And it looks like there would be enough chocolate filling in there. Because it's quite thick, you'd think, and it should be very chocolatey, and it's got chocolate chips in, but. Maybe if they put the chocolate chips in the sponge, in this bit, that would work. I think that's probably what they should have done, actually, proper chocolate chips. Not the soft nonsense ones that are in here. And I think if they just had them in the middle that tasted nice, So basically, if it was Nutella or something, or Cadbury's chocolate spread, or something in there that was actually detectable, it would work. But unfortunately, they've used something crazy that's not it's not unpleasant. It just doesn't taste of anything, so. It's very weak. Well, it does slightly, but you need to take the top part of the sponge to even know there's some chocolate filling there, other than the fact you can see it, which is not what chocolate filling should be about at all. It should all be about the chocolate filling, shouldn't it, really? So, and it's not like there's not much there, and it's not like these are low-fat, low-calorie ones. So I don't know what's gone on there. So, a bit of a shame. So it's probably more of a 3, really, but I'm going to say a 3.5 because it's slightly better than the 3 would suggest, but it's not much. It's a real shame, a real missed thing there. But they've done so much right, but just failed at the important part, really. It's a shame. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Find me to subscribe to my videos. Leave a comment for me. It's always great to hear from you. It really is. I know people say this, but it is. So leave a comment or free. It's always good to hear what you think and if you like these and what you thought of the review or anything at all. How you're doing, what you're up to, anything like that. It's always good to hear from you. And Instagram, Twitter, Patreon if you can. And I'll see you next time. Thanks again, everyone. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.